Hello again, chaps and chapettes. How are we all doing? It is lovely to see you all again. As always, I want to bring something to your attention tonight, guys. Something you're probably all well aware of anyway, but it's still something I believe you should know about, particularly if you don't follow this particular channel that I'm going to be talking about. I've been sat here tonight, having a rare night off, watching a few videos from a YouTuber called Wesley Winter. He goes around various protests, various marches, trans parades, whatever the hell you call them, pro-Hamas marches, that kind of a thing. Goes all over Europe. He's been to Germany, he's been to Portugal, that kind of a thing, and puts himself in the middle so you can see firsthand of what local people around Europe think about immigration, basically. And you'd be amazed how similar it is, even across parts of Europe. In Germany, in Portugal, you see the emergence of phone shops, barber shops, even in the middle of Portugal. It's very uncanny to see it in a foreign land when you see it yourself on your own streets. Anyway, I digress. I want to talk about a specific video he brought out about going around various prisons when Keir Starmer had that brainstorm of an idea to let out ex-convicts early so he can simply lock up people for Facebook posts and edgy tweets, that kind of a thing. So, anyway, he starts his video off outside Wandsworth Prison, and not many people wanted to talk to him, which is understandable. If you're an ex-con, you don't want your face plastered all over the internet, do you? But he spoke to one or two, couple of drug addicts, that kind of a thing. They were saying, yeah, it's okay in there as long as you look after your cell, that kind of a thing, yada, yada, yada. And then he goes to another prison, but this one's called, the name escapes me, Four Wells or Four Walls. It's one of them two. I do apologise, guys. And he was talking to one big fella, built like a brick shit house he was. I wouldn't have said boo to him if someone gave me a fucking £1,000,000. This guy was massive. He was in there for a firearms charge. 6 years, ended up doing 3 because of the early release programme. Thank you very much, Keir Starmer. And he approached another prisoner, but this one didn't want to be on camera, understandable yet again. But he handed him this letter. He handed Wesley this letter. And I'm going to go through what was actually in this letter. Now, I do apologise in advance, guys, before I get into this. What I've got of this letter is only screen grabs that's on the video. So, yeah, I do apologise that I can't read it in full. So, it reads as follows from this prisoner who we approached. Please note, I was carrying my bags with a struggle, and because these monsters being sex offenders and paedophiles, these monsters get 5-star treatment, they had their own trolley and even an officer pushing it for them. We then arrived to this unit and already these filthy so-called human beings are constantly moaning about single cells and TVs and what they are entitled to. I honestly couldn't believe it, what I was seeing and hearing. I felt genuinely sick being near these scumbags. I just wanted to be out of this jail. My wife would be horrified. And the last bit, sorry guys, I have to skip through video. Like I said, these are screenshots. There we go. Here are the benefits that these monsters receive while in custody and will keep reoffending when released, as their life in here is 5-star treatment compared to a normal prisoner serving his sentence. Now listen to these guys. These shouldn't come as a massive shock to people. I think one or two of you know that these monsters, as this guy calls them, which they are, it's a bit of a conservative word. I'd use something a bit more harshly when I'm speaking about these people. But we all know they get better treated when they're inside, simply for their own safety, simply so these big ass ex-cons don't get their fucking hands on them, because God help them if they ever did. So, number one, we have paedophiles hiding under the Royal Army banner as army veterans. What a disgrace, the UK having these monsters so-called representing our armed forces. 2, they all have single cells with luxurious surroundings. 3, they walk past prisoners' cells looking at family photos with children appearing in photos. 4, they are allocated jobs in the printing shop here at 5 Wells, not 5 Walls, excuse me guys, and get to see all photos of inmates' family with children being involved. Number 5, they constantly complain about their food and how much they are entitled to. Number 6, As a men's prisoner, we are restricted what we can say to these monsters, and if they report any kind of dislike towards them, we are immediately removed from the establishment and sent to jail called HMP Park, which is around 300 miles from this jail. Number 7. They are now even walking around in the establishment with their t-shirts advertising they are ex-veterans and are so proud of our fallen heroes. Number 8. They are giving gym sessions purely for sex offenders. And finally, number 9. Our family visits are made to mingle with these horrendous paedophiles on our family visits, and this involves our children being preyed on by these filthy animals whilst trying to be with their fathers with the limited time they have. This is an outline and understanding of how this prison is run. Now, like I said at the start of this, guys, this shouldn't really come as no surprise to any one of you out there. I'm not surprised by this. It does, I won't say shock me, it pisses me off hearing it firsthand from an actual inmate in there. He also states in another part of the letter, which is further back in the video, I'm not going to be clicking through because I don't actually know where it is. At the first start, guys, he was saying that ordinary inmates, people who are in there for robberies, drug offence, that kind of a thing, are sometimes forced to share prison cells with these sex offenders. I can only imagine how hard it must be to sit on your hands at this time, particularly if you are a hardened criminal. You are one of these fucking tough guys, you know, I don't know, like that guy I spoke about just before, the arms dealer guy, built like a brick house. He could snap me in a matter of seconds. So God only knows that he could do one of these fucking old crusty paedophiles. I think it's an absolute disgrace personally. I don't think any crime whatsoever should be applauded and rewarded within prison. I think everyone should have exactly the same. But when it comes to sex offenders and paedophiles, there is a step below. You should get the absolute bare minimum. I mean, these are the worst crimes that can possibly be committed by any human being on this planet, particularly when it involves children, if you ask me. I mean, they shouldn't even be in prison, if you personally ask me. They should be put up against the wall and, yeah, various things done to them. You know where I'm going with that. I've explained it to you many, many times in the past. But yeah, I'm not going to go on, guys. I just wanted to share this with you. I'll put the original video in the description to this video if you want to go and check it out yourself, see what some of the prisoners had to say when they were released early, that kind of a thing, and do drop him a subscription if you haven't already, because it is a good channel. He does put in a lot of work to his content. So yeah, that's basically it, guys. I thought I'd share that with you. Do let me know what you think in the comments, and I'll see you in a bit. Cheers.